Get amazing deals for mom and appliances all May long, and don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase to be a part of our Homecation raffle to win $10,000 in December. Benny's, quality and savings.
Every purchase at Design Depot gives you a chance to win one of two $2,500 shopping sprees. Design Depot, all in one place. Mile 3 on the Philip Golson Highway.
Welcome back to Wednesday's edition of Fus Ting Da Mawnin, live from Studio 2 Wave 105.9, your most trusted name in information, education and entertainment. Alfonso Noble Joe Bradley sitting in Studio 2, operating from the foothills of the Bell China Bridge right there in Belize City. Wednesday, the 7th day of May 2025. Yeah. Well, my brother, yesterday evening, the Governor General Dame Froilan issued Salam Froilan Salam issued a proclamation declaring a state of public emergency in specific areas of Belize City, the Belize District and the Cayo District, effective immediately in response to an escalated threat to public safety. Let's pull this call. Carla, good morning, you're live. Hello.
Good morning.
Uh-huh.
Need to catch you early because I'm going to be on the road. I don't know if between now and I reach the 4 foot stop, 6 foot stop, 3 foot stop, I will ever listen to a police commissioner speak proper English.
We're not hearing you, my dear. You went low.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Maybe I'm being petty, but if they do not speak properly, then your message, in other words, you can't lower the standards just because people understand what you want to say. This is the thing with lowering education standards, and it happens every day here. It doesn't matter if you can't spell, as long as you understand what you want to say. It no matter if you talk bad, like the DJ had of Chester William, as long as you understand what you want to say. So yesterday, the new commissioner, man, if I had one red pen or one paper front to me, it would be wrong, wrong, wrong. The last one I remember this morning, we seeing the news, was the recent incidents that recently happened. There's no structure, and this gentleman has to be more than 40 years old. I have no idea of his age. That means that our education system has faltered us for the past 30-something years. I cannot believe that we cannot have, which never used to happen years ago with the old commissioners there on Queen Street. All of them spoke proper English. Now, if you want to talk out to the people, go there, knock yourself out. But when you change to proper English, man, speak it properly. We're going to do some shufflings. Anyway, that is my petty thing. I despise, hate it when they do not speak properly to the public. Because that's the way they would speak internationally. They get invited to international events. Imagine one of these gentlemen get up on podium internationally, even the Jamaica or Barbados, where people speak proper English and they know how to construct a sentence. And we go back and forth. Anyway, so it seems that you're saying that there's going to be a state of emergency.
It is in effect.
Oh, it is in effect already.
Since yesterday evening.
Oh, wow. Okay. And did they give a period of time?
From the first instance, it's for 60 days. 30 days. But it can be extended.
Okay. All right. When I be on the road, I try and listen. I can't reach my 15 to listen to. We need to have more powerful,
Okay.
I don't know, antennas or something.
We need upgrades.
Yes, we need an upgrade. Because past 15 miles, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
Anyway, have a good day.
You too.
You too.
Yeah, it's 7:30. We need
Yeah.
to take our BL break or to do that and be right back.
Family close is the most important thing to you. At Cellular World, we've got everything for you. Enjoy moments of magic on products like budget phones as low as $59, tablets starting at $129, and cool bundles as low as $69. Plus, speakers, headphones, monitors, printers, accessories, and so much more. Even better yet, let Mother's Day be a never-ending vibe with a wide selection of JBL auto systems, fully backed up with a 1-year warranty, starting at only $39. But that's not all. You can also get yourself a Samsung Galaxy phone, tablet, buds, or smartwatch, and save even more with a 1-year local warranty included. Cellular World has the tech that suits your needs. Visit us at any 6 locations in Belize City, Belmopan, San Pedro, and Orange Walk, or shop via our virtual online store on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp us at 615-5141.
Evening, everybody. No one, not two, but 3 fan on, TV, and all the lights. Hey!
Small changes, like turning off lights and appliances when leaving the room, can make a big difference in your energy usage. Talk to your family about energy management today. Do a little, conserve a lot. Need help? The BEL 24/7 app has tools to get you on the right track. Download today and let's talk energy management.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, under the Constitution, law enforcement gains increased powers to restore order and maintain peace in the affected communities. And the list of areas covered includes the following in Belize City and Belize District: the George Price Highway to Belize River, Central American Boulevard to Lake Independence Boulevard, Central American Boulevard to George Price Highway to Farbers Road, Central American Boulevard to George Price Highway to the Caribbean Sea to Farbers Road, Halover Creek to Cemetery Road to Central American Boulevard to West Collett Canal, sections around Cemetery Road, Queen Charlotte Street, Caesar Ridge Road. Then you have Yarborough Road to Regent Street to Halover Creek. Then Queen Street, Handyside Street, Gabriel Lane, Northfront Street. And then all the Ladyville village, including Lord's Bank. And then the communities on mile 7 to 9 on the George Price Highway, Western Paradise, including Westlake, 8 miles, Sunset and Western Pines. And then the Cayo District, Hattieville area, Roaring Creek Village, Another World area, Roaring Creek Village, Young Gal area, Kamalote Village. Okay, so those are the areas covered by the state of emergency, which was proclaimed by the Governor General last evening. Yeah. And before we continue, I just want to offer condolences to the young fellow yesterday who got shot, Kadim Orozco. It was somebody from the neighborhood. And when things happen, and you know, people always say when you reach home. So it was a fellow, well, I knew, right around here. So, condolences to the family.
The police department has taken out the only tool they have to combat crime. That is the state of emergency. There is nothing else that they have to address the situation of the escalating crime in this country. As I had mentioned yesterday while we were on a show, there were reports to me that there had been multiple gunshots heard in this neighborhood, right there on the street, Mayflower Street area, and we proceeded to do our show, and it was not until the very end of the show that the confirmation came to me that it was in fact the young man, as I know him, Squid, they call him Squid around here, Orozco, had been shot. And I was completely taken aback and surprised by the news, because I know this young man very, 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 very well. He is not a gang member. He does not operate in any gang in this neighborhood. He is one of the most mannerly persons in this neighborhood. Very well liked young man. For me, he would do odd jobs, all manner of odd jobs. Him and Clarence, they were like a tag team, and they would very often do work for not only me, people around here, and in fact for the UDP secretariat, whereby they would engage in putting up flags and that kind of thing. One of the most mannerly young persons that I know. He was 31, I believe. So he left home yesterday. He lives in the neighborhood here, and he took his daughter. Still girl must be 6 or 7 years old. He took her to school, as he always does. When the little girl is in his care, he always takes her to school and then picks her up in the afternoon and what have you. So he did that yesterday morning as part of his routine. And on his way back, somebody simply approached him and shot him and killed him for no reason. For no reason whatsoever. They took away his life, and the response by the government, because this is something that has to be done by the government, is to issue a state of emergency. And rightfully so. The country, the city in particular, and outlying areas is in a state of chaos where people are being killed left, right, and center. And what is even worse is the fact that these people are being killed in broad daylight in the mornings. The young man killed in Doublehead Cabbage was killed at around 7:30 thereabouts when he was waiting to catch a bus. The young man Kadim was killed sometime after 8 in the morning. And the only response that the government has to this is a state of emergency. They have completely done away with any other semblance of any program that would have been able to help these young people through this very difficult time. There is no multi-sectoral approach to crime and violence in this country. None whatsoever. None. that just arrest and charge. That is it. And then when it get really out of hand, when they can't handle it, state of emergency.
So, yeah.
And as I pointed out earlier, like the caller had asked, she said she wanted to know how long is it for. Well, the state of emergency reads that it is in the first instance for a period of 1 month, if I could be mistaken. They say for a period not exceeding 1 month, but may be extended from time to time by a resolution passed by the National Assembly for further periods, not exceeding in respect of each such extension a period of 12 months, and may be revoked at any time by resolution of the National Assembly. So in the first instance, the state of emergency, they grabbed the people and carried them to jail for a month. I think it's calmed down. And then depending on how the government feels, they will let them go. So there will be a period of 2 or 3 months of peace, and right back again.
Come back is that, yeah.
There are absolutely no intervention measures being put in place, none whatsoever, to deal with what is causing this problem. And the root cause of it is poverty and unemployment. And in some instances, some of those young men that are out on the street and have become base boys, as you want to call them, they don't want to work. Carl.
Carla, good morning. You're live.
Good morning, Uncle Joe.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, man.
So it's sad, man. What happened to Squid yesterday? Squid now an individual or a player. You don't get yourself involved in no kind of criminal activities, but hang wrong we do illegal work, make a little money, take care of a poor daughter. I think that innocent people, guys, they man take gun and shoot innocent people when they got in war, man, when they involved in a criminal activity, right? Because Squid are with friends, right?
Yep.
Squid are friends with that's good. I don't so that I don't mind nothing. And the poor boy come back and just I'll shoot this young boy for nothing, birds. And I expect people to ease there, so when they shoot innocent people, I tell you, they say, half of the something out there. They need to just stop playing the young boy. Now a handful of young boy, but to terrorize this country. You think that you're going to terrorize people? And we alone if we just get away with it. Most people are into it, and something today. I know some of the parents are be upset that they were vexed, or somebody else understand for their kids to hurt people. And they hurt innocent people. Now, somebody today. And then you shoot people that are there between there and there in the court, and you shoot people that got nothing for this, for anything. I can't sit back and just alone and for the hurt people like that. It's not fair to people that you can walk the street and say you're going to buy something and you know them and you want to shoot you for no reason.
Yep.
Because you can't catch when you got things with you as if somebody want to pass a place every day. We don't got nothing to do with you. I just want to shoot the man. I say, you know what, you are going to shoot you and you be dead. How could you just do people, look at people as the people that they have to do something you have to do today. Stop playing with me. Make them feel, whether I tell, I don't care what anybody say, you need to, if you have to put things back there, I'll find them guilty, I'll give them 10 years. There's a young people, they shoot people who are 15, 16, 13, 14. Big adults that set up people for the people simply out there. That anybody could have been passed innocent there and get shot. I don't not care because I tell you nobody could tell anybody anything. Squid no got nothing to do with no gangbang, nothing, because they don't eat anything there. Squid and they work, we go anywhere, go put up sign anywhere, and they could go anywhere, like they can't go, I can't go this area, I can't go that area there. So no, you not got nothing with nobody. Our man just want to decide yesterday, man, he just want to shoot this up, man, just a picnic at school. Imagine how this man's daughter, because this man he take care of it, picnic, how this man's daughter must feel right now. And when he done, he can't even say, pa. Used to pick up off our school because so simple to decide you want to take one, but I don't shoot this man innocently. But I think with us wrong. And the police need to do something when you need to stop charge them, man, too. Because we're sense of the charge, man, every time you charge, man, you don't do no investigation, you just pick up a man, go to court, then they walk off. And then you know to have fucked that then the person they do it. But you just can't convict me. And you are innocent lifeguard just like that. And then you're done, and they come right back in a society, bounce all away, go and live. Now they're going to mind me, I could do it again and get off again, and they hurt mixed people again innocently. There is something needs to be done with the people there. Something needs to be done with them, and if we get rid of them off the street completely. But if you have to set things on the people there, you can say illegal, inhumane, I say that kind of thing also. But so what? You talk about inhumane and people are dead, people are buried. When you're dead, you can't come back. You can't come back, you left your loved ones because there are people that want to shoot you for nothing. I have no issue with man shooting, man, we got beef with man, and I only want gangbang, I want invite from something that criminal activities. And that's for all business that, only handle that. They only come out of one zone and decide people are not in a phone thing, only want to come and shoot innocently. They're going to live like dog and look at you like you're a dog, and they could shoot you when they want to do when they want to you, and then just get quiet, and then they go drink up liquor and just push down now one day. And they're happy. But somebody go sleep, I tell you they go sleep and they don't even care because they believe they got their mindset now they could go to the station, go to the court, go anyway, and get off when that time come. Nobody now testify because nobody believes they testify against nobody because the police they like talk. So people afraid. They need to do something with their young boy. I'm telling you, there is no sense of charging there anymore. You know, I don't want state of emergency for the 6 months. Lock me up for 6 months. You use the pressure for half a year. And then when they come back out, the very same thing happen. You provide jobs for them, you give them a job. When you give them a job, they set money in one group as well, gang crowd, set money together and they buy a gun. But there's no need for them, there's no need to feed them. They don't want to live like dog, but they live like dog. Because what you do for them? What you do for them? You help them get gun when you give them a job, they buy gun, bro. They take for their money and go buy gun, they put together, buy gun, they say they got gun. They're happy when they got gun. Then they shoot people at them, if they get shoot, they line up and kill all of them. This is the best thing for them to see in this country for everybody. You lock them up, you don't give them no time, no nothing pass so long. You can lock them up about kill people because you can't stoop to for their level. And nobody wants any people there. So what they do to people that is unfair. They lock them up, they give them 25 years or start there off with that. Hope when you come out old and better than any young one who come here 15-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old. We just to pick up our gun. They know you for Adam and Eve. I want you, I just shot you, kill you. A better kind of life that how you can even walk and feel safe in your own country if you don't know who the target. Yo, they name target you, they just see you and you, boom. So they're going to dog you out and say, what you want to kill? Are you the passer of the car? Are you the passer? You want to get it? You can't live that kind of life there. Nobody can live like that and they worry and they walk around and they're safer, they're not safer in this country. And what we got a bunch of sorry if it say a bunch of shithead. And they terrorize me and they do what they want. And then they play crazy. Lock them up, but they're not nothing more than 150 young man, you know. Not more than that. Go up to 200, not more than 200.
Yep.
I think that much.
200, and we have 200 people. They make me live in a fear because they do what they want. They shoot up who they want. When somebody they shoot, they go shoot back, and when they can't catch you, they back shoot out, and then they go shoot innocent people where they walk the street. And we sit down here accept that. We need to put our committee together, we deal with them. And stop. They need to stop. Deal with them like they're like human beings, and deal with them like they're some monsters, because that is what they are. They're nothing more than monsters. And they live among we. They recruit all the Libra, they recruit up their Libra, all the Libra with 14, 15, 13, after they recruit their Libra, they encourage their Libra for those big man. Big man recruit their Libra, because they're the one simpleness about the place. And it's simple Libra about that, make them use them. And look if their parents not got no control on it. So when they take their liquor, don't care which parent cry. But it is better for the society that people out and they take their kind of liquor, they live in a fear because of a bunch of monsters that we have in this country. Where they take advantage of the people out there, man. They need to put one end to them. Make them kill each other if they want. Get them, pick them up, lock them up together, all them together, tell them to kill out each other. Whoever survive who are left alive. That's what you have to do with them.
You know, somebody say, you know, the killing where happened left children without parents, you know.
Yes.
Where's that squid take care of it?
Lead that man, the man carry the guy, the child at school,
every day.
and I pay way back.
Things say pick me school go work, hustle money for man, he pick me.
Killing 6 kids. In a nothing.
So God had to tell you, bro. Oh, just shoot the man for nothing. Huh? Shoot the man. Because you see the man the past, you just watch because you must can't find who you are, find who the beef with people right now. So who no want open the fire pan, who no want open the fire pan. How you want to do people that? Huh? Maybe I tell them and I tell him and people put fire into the young boy. All of them with the simple needs to go in now. They think they don't fear when they go to people, they just start from a legal must they wait for pack up pass, they go pick up pack and usually pass school.
Yeah.
Now what happened this morning when the legal get up and realize they pan on their boat, last night they pan on their boat. You know if this is a poor legal, we don't use to it, pack and school, they everywhere the data.
Everywhere they data.
True.
Everywhere they the data, you know how that feel? Come a bunch of soul. Right? Well, the poorly boy, my boy, tell you the chance. So God not sleep. God not sleep, and they want to know. God.
Yeah, my buddy. Take care. Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, the thing shocked so close that it's unbelievable. That like even the course yesterday was still expecting to see him around because he comes around.
Yes.
Why? But I don't know. Then the states of emergency, they work for a very short space of time, and then they release them, and they come back and do the same thing what they do. They do the same thing. And like I mentioned, there is no program in place, none whatsoever. You see the leadership intervention program, that's a complete waste of time and waste of money. Waste of time and waste of money. Nothing is accomplished with that. They do these things, they do these programs, and then there is no measurement to see what happens with it. You see, they go through training, so-called trainings. When they go to the training, then they go to jump and bus with weed in and their mouth, Guinness in and their hand. They go to school, go to learn like that. And when the program done, this one I want a star person, and you get it, all the tools necessary. By the end of the day, all the pot then get sell, all the stove then get sell, all the blender then get sell, all the weed whackers then get sell, the wheelbarrow, everything get sell. Those programs are not working. There are those who want to work, who want to do better, and you can clearly identify them. And there are those who could care less. And they just wander past street side and wander past street side all of their life. All of their life. The government has to deal with it at that Bukele had look on. That Bukele level intervention you need in this place here, because then like they don't understand. You're locked down for 6 months. Why yeah? And they call right back out, can do the same thing.
But like you say, and I agree with you 100%, there are no programs that keep these young people involved, gainfully involved. I mean, like I tell you the other day, I was through Baka port there, and I gone through all the area there, and lot of young kids just they hang out, doing absolutely nothing.
Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
They just sit there, they not sit there, and then
nothing.
There has to be a mechanism to say, you know what, if you don't know the work, or do not go to school, you don't have to get involved in something.
Yeah, but the programs have to be put in place so these kids could get gainfully involved, man, and stay out of problem. They always tell you idle mind at the devil's workshop. I mean, they're like, boy, I tell you yesterday, the thing affect me too. Carla, good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm going to volume from the show, man, please.
On what, my dear? On what?
It's
DJ, all right.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Lord.
Sure.
You want more volume pan DJ? Yeah, man.
Someone get in touch.
You need to get some programs, man. We're getting kids involved. We're getting kids involved. Right, because man, I tell you, really, really rough. But it was Karim Musa, you know, before the election, the 2020 election, they had all the proof, all the solution.
They're not the one who started that the state of emergency is no work.
Yes,
all right.
No work.
So you've had 5 years, and you're doing the same thing. There is not a thing that you have done differently. As a matter of fact, you have reverted so to the point of that you only have the SOE. Nothing else you don't have in your toolkit. Nothing else. What happened to the multi-sectoral approach that they said that they were going to implement? We still wait, you know. We still wait for the multi-sectoral approach. There is none.
There are 4 years, you know.
5
no, right? Man. If you look on the problem that jobs, employment, you got education. One number of areas you could bring together and set up programs to help these people.
You see, like there, you give them a deadline. When you pick up them in the state of emergency, I'll give them a deadline. You know what? We're picking up now, and by in the next 6 weeks, you better be employed somewhere, or else we'll lock you up and throw away the key. It is impressive when you drive around the city, when you move around the city, these little pockets of only young men early in the morning. Then they peep through window, then they peep through zinc fence, then just the peep to see where they pass and who they pass, because they all targeted like bird. Good morning, hello.
Alfonso.
Yes, sir.
Bradley.
Yeah, man.
Alfonso, I heard this. So, was that the young man we went to buy for us a lot of time?
Yes, that's him.
That already see young man when we gonna buy the price in for me today.
Yes, Squid.
Why, what's all this world? Man, you know, I hang out there with you sometimes, Alfonso, because I noticed they know. I don't see the man as a manga, I don't see the man as a bad man, I don't see the man as a. They're not trying to never feel fearful with their own. I never see the man as a target then. You know?
Yep.
And, when I was watching you this last night, I didn't pay attention, but when I get up those stones and I hear you, I realize, but this man don't take out there with you.
Yeah.
Normally go buy it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I said the man one time I buy meat for me while I'm in the wait. I said the man gonna buy pies for me one time. And more than one time he gonna buy it for me right there, you know? Yeah, but Fonso, the first one we started that thing that my nephew, my cousin, is double head cabbage. And you know, I don't want to say, well, why so and so, you know. But this, my cousin was not a child of the street where nobody wants and, oh, he took to that side. This boy got a good name and this boy got a jazz. This boy that don't want to leave. You know, man, this boy that don't know nothing after that. You think what I say? Now, in his case, this was his choice to hang out and really that kind of thing. You know, my son is what, 16 years right now, and I saw him yesterday, came in for the dentist. And I tell my son, I said, son, stand to the deal, like one time, Prince. Because if you have to worry that your own gun will kill you, why you want to die there for? Because I don't want to go with somebody and then 5 years later, you turn crash where you decide you want to kill you. You understand me, for
Mm-hmm.
And as a matter of fact, most of my friends from kindergarten, they're still my friends today, Joe Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what happened to their kind of new things separate them? You know, I don't know. But I was telling something here for Joe. I still subscribe to the antidote that we could solve it, but it has to be the very same people where they do their thing you were hurt. Because I want to tell you, I heard that guy tell a next guy the other day. He said, I'll make your mouth ball. I will make your mouth ball for you. No, I'm hurt within the field, okay? And until you could say, but you don't want, I forgive you. Because somebody else that do it to you anyway, you know. If I just say no something, let me forgive you. Not for you, for me, for my sake. I go on with my life because it's not, you know, I don't fuck so.
Yep.
Because you and the mine and the yours, my cousin will come back and the your cousin, and it's gonna be a, because some people can't let things go.
Yep.
And then you got some people who say no something. I have reached the point where start about hurting somebody. I remember one day Joe Bradley, I got robbed.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way I go back Kung Fu and Lion King. And when I pull up, I decide, boy, I don't want to go there with this $400 in my pocket. And so I hide the kind of into the rug. But then I don't remember why. Oh, a lot of people meet in the yard. I was step and I said, I don't want to tell you that I broke it and see if it's not that way, you know. Anyway, by the time I got back to the car, there was nobody in the yard. I was everybody gone. And by the time I pushed the key in the car for so, that because somebody pushed something in my head back and tell me to move. And the man got straight in the back pocket and put the $400. And it took me $27 out of my front pocket for so. And it broke away, but you know, my mind tell me no, I can say, my mind tell me no. And the man didn't tell me jump into the car, just knock her down. But then something also tell me, look, you know what? I can't go. About 3 months later, I went to a party. I met this guy, the break ball. He robbed me. And who I robbed? And I realized, shit, boy, I could do this guy today. But also, I told my brother, my co-worker, I said, you know what? No, man, I not do the man. Left the man, left the man. Don't have buildings for this and don't God. If I go tell him that right now, I'll create a burner rate. So about 3 weeks later, I watched the news and my workman called me and said, boy, that day they had killed 3 people. He said, boy, they just peel back over the head back wrong. And I said, who like me? He said, man, we rob you. Look at you. And I watched the first news, the second news, and the third one, sure thing. It was that very same guy who I had forgiven, went to rob or hurt somebody who never had the decency like me.
Forgiver.
Let me forgive him. I said, you
yeah.
Can't even tell him somebody was not being Giovanni. Somebody will want to say, it's over now. I'm tired of your work. And I don't want to get it. But I don't know what's wrong with we as a society. I want to tell you one of the things why I feel is we lost empathy for each other. Like sometimes you see the interviews of people, they don't show their face. We have lost empathy. Like for example, I don't know if I would be a good witness to certain things because I understand the system has failed us. Like, I got a court, they turn around, they kill me, nothing come out of my head. These things make the other law-abiding citizens say, man, I never will get in on that because the red guy could go try to think they help. Anyway, look, they kill me, nothing come out, and that's my family left the police, and life goes on. And this happens systematic from one thing to the next. You watch it, the decay, and the problem is there, and we don't do nothing about it. Sometimes it makes you think that maybe we need a squad. A squad that just rides along and take care of that bad scene. But then that squad will turn a problem in a way too. Because they have got many days when that squad will carry somebody where we feel we don't deserve it. That's it. So the problem, as all the solutions were there, and every time we have one of the anti no see the same. So he demand another car, 2 months or 3 months. This is one 6 months, and the lady said, she don't want whole year. So I want to lock you up 1 whole year and suspend it.
The thing say in the first instance is 30 days and can be extended up to a year.
But so listen to me. I feel that a lot of time when they hold people, they hold the right people. There has been a few men who, when set free, got straight out to a camera and explained how that was to be locked up for something they didn't do. And I feel that if you lock me up for 5 years, my brother, I don't know where I want to tell Jesus when I reach I explain my 5 years.
But I have a question, Luke. If it is that they block up the wrong people, why is it that crime suddenly slows down to nil?
Pick up the wrong people too?
To nil when you pick up the wrong people.
Because you don't slow down when the SOE.
Yes, when they're locked up in jail,
Quiet, my brother.
everything they pan nil. No murder, no nothing, not happen, nothing.
Until somebody wake up one morning and say, why this something so good? When they last they kill somebody and then bang, they start again. Yeah, that is true for so you know, drastic times sometimes calls for drastic measures. And I was telling something, being that I am a product of the police and crime, and I understand somebody. For example, yesterday evening I wanted to send my son to the store to buy, but I decided not to send him because my son just come back home here. Nothing to make one fool beat my son and try and knock my son and I don't know how I handle that because I don't go through that myself. And if you go and you hurt my son, or I don't like my son, so if you knock my son bread, run when you see me to go because I don't know how I handle that situation. I honestly don't think that I would be able to allow the police to aggress my child. Knowing that for the 16 years after I met my child, I try have not that committed with the police in 16 years. And then you want to take and you want to knock my boy. Many days I pray to God and say, God, please don't let it happen because I'm not afraid of nobody anymore, Fonso. I am afraid of Luke more of what I would do. Because I don't old, I don't pass 50. I don't see things and I decide that, I want to make a point. And if I go to court, I make the point. The point has to be drastic. I mean like poison the whole generation away. Even if I have to send to a party for them or throw a wake for them and poison, I think evil, wicked. So I fear me. I don't fear the system. I get up. I try not have no issues with people because I realize that you want to stand up and you want to tell me certain things, and I tell you, the minute you threaten me, you don't make I think you want to do me. Because every time I hear they threaten somebody, they did. So, a simple threat might cause you to get hurt more than what you would have normally caused somebody. But I'm a paranoid schizophrenic. I watch the news. I see every time they threaten somebody dead. So why want to make you threaten me? And just pretend that there's nothing. Because this is not a joke anymore. You see what I say? But you remember the guys there with the magic one we had all of the solutions?
Yep.
Multi-sectorial approach.
Where are they now?
This and fancy words.
Where are they now?
Wait. You notice they have crickets in the background?
Yep.
I actually did see one tumbleweed the past sector and they hear the music. Da, 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 da. What. Because the other day they had all kind of approach. Multi-sectorial, multi-faceted. There was some fancy, highfalutin words. These guys right now. And I want to tell you today, one so I like one of the words of this new commissioner. And he said we must approach, and I think that is the best approach. I have called this radio, Creme Radio, Love FM, All Radio, and some police have scared me from so. I'm telling you, police who I thought would have been a pain in my... When they said, good morning, sir, how's your day going? I think that the best approach is the soft hand approach. First, listen to me. Don't think that the police soft and simple. I want to tell you something right now, and I hope for the hang up for me. You see what incident happened the other day with a certain ex-minister? Man, the incident not happened to a man like me, because I think I not like that. Why they pack me up so fast now? Why? We got two kind of law. There are two kind of people. Because no way I could have been the way you do. And I watch that. And then people watch that now. People are what emulate that. Some people are what say, oh, when we talk, and you want to get packed like some people, we know who we are.
But look.
Just tell me, say, you in the police. I don't believe it. The judge never deal with the police.
Look. So when he start talking on he can't.
Look, folks, I talk to you.
Yes, sir.
What was so wrong? If you the videotape me, I want videotape your back.
No. The beginning was perfect. The man hit it on the nail, the man stand up. The man listen to me. No,
but if you the videotape me, I want videotape your back. That's how it is, and the law allows for that. There are cases the Weber part, you are allowed to videotape. You cannot videotape me a technique for like no specimen. Anyway, you know, we need to take our Grace coffee break.
Yeah.
We need to take our Grace coffee break. You have 14 minutes overtime. You know what, listen. Bye, Luke. Bye, Luke. Bye, Luke. Bye, Luke. We need to take a Grace coffee break. We'll do that and we'll be right back.
Grace, the name you can trust.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
Get ready for fantastic discounts. From now through to September 30th, Venice is having store-wide discounts on tools, paints, appliances, plumbing and electrical products, lights and fans, household items, and much, much more. Visit a Venice store near you to enjoy fantastic discounts from now through to September 30th, only at Venice. Quality and savings.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Evening, everybody. No 1, no 2, but 3 fan, TV, and all the lights. Hey!
Small changes, like turning off lights and appliances when leaving the room, can make a big difference in your energy usage. Talk to your family about energy management today. Do a little, conserve a lot. Need help? The BEL 24/7 app has tools to get you on the right track. Download today and let's talk energy management.
Every purchase at Design Depot gives you a chance to win one of 2 $2,500 shopping sprees. Design Depot, all in one place. Mile 3 on the Philip Golson Highway.
Welcome back to Wednesday's edition of Fus Ting Da Mawnin, live from Studio 2 Wave 105.9, your most trusted name in information, education, and entertainment. Alfonso Noble, Joe Bradley, we're sitting in Studio 2 operating from the foothills of Abel China Bridge right here in Belize City, Wednesday, the 7th day of May 2025. Alfonso, last night I was on Channel 7, I saw the Silky. They were celebrating the 3rd anniversary. And you remember it was in 2022 when this guy Garbot started with some people, and they started to this,
Bill C1.
yeah, to so that the key no
To
wash
be
away.
saved, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, I mean they must be commended. Carla, good morning, your life.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
I'm a little concerned. I'm wondering when the government and the will stop rape the people of this country with electricity bill and introduce the solar power to the people of this country. Thank you, brother.
Okay.
So, but back to where we are. So the Karimusa was one of those most vocal peoples in the past, saying that states of emergency are abusing people and then they no work and a whole lot of things. Well, that is the only thing that they are using now. That is the only thing that they have in their arsenal, and they're locking up people. I know they say that you're right, I know they say that they're wrong, but I do know that when these young people, young men, are locked up, crime go from 100 to 0 in a New York minute. So the police department is on to something, but they need to just not end it there. Because when they come back out, then do the same thing over again. Then do the same thing over again. I believe that the whole, I'm telling you what, when I let it go, the next time I check with you, I better go check with you at the work site or you do something, because when I pick you up and we'll carry you to jail for no reason. If the Bukele type intervention we need, maybe that's what it need. And Yellow say, like where Yellow said, there's no more than about 200 of them out there creating problems.
And young people, you know, young people, and you look at those persons who are being killed too. The young people being killed too, you know, like I'm saying that I was 72. How many of these young people you see walking out there will live my age? That somebody said, Mr. Bradley, I wish I lived to your age. And I said, but why, man? I say, out here rough. You know? And I agree with you. If you're locked up, the state of emergency, you're locked up, your people don't feel safe for that period, then we need to do one follow up. We need to confront, we need to go and process how we work it.
Tell them on a better do something or jail on going to live. On find something to do. Or the jail on going to live. I really believe that to be the case. Because as I was explaining before, Luke called, you drive around this city early in the morning and all hours of the day. There are these little pockets of just young men just sitting on top of fence, on top of cars, behind zinc fence, and all in and that peep. Every car will pass, and they peep. Every car will, because they're targets, and they're like bird. Then they're like bird. And it cannot be that the state knows this and allows this to fester, because so this becomes the lifestyle. So they leave picnic where they grow up in the yard or in the neighbor yard, and they sit there, a group of men just sitting there doing absolutely nothing all Christ Day, and believe that this is the way to be living. So you need to put in place, you don't know who they are, and telling her what, go work or no find something to do, or no go and live that jail, because they're contributing nothing to society.
You know, so the other day I was somewhere, and they have this guy, I can't remember his name, but he was doing video tape. He was videoing around, right? And he had this guy with him where the interview, and the man make play now, right? This as far as I could go. This is as far as I can go. I can't go no farther here. There are people in the young people in this country where can't even walk certain places. There are only areas you could go, and when you reach there, you have to turn back. Man, it's bad. It's sad. It's sad. What is being done to stop this? I tell you, you're rough. And then I'm sometimes in a shooting too. Innocent people get shot. Innocent people.
You know what happened yesterday?
Yes. What if somebody they behind that guy, they ride or they would or he talk to somebody.
I just glad they never choose for attacker when they did
with the kid, that are the first question. I mean, they asked one guy. I said, "Why the man come here right down there?" No, I got down. I see the man pass with the legal going to school. Cause the leave fellow now leave a man a lily guy. I mean, I tell you yesterday, I feel it. When you show me the picture, so I feel it because there's somebody we know, that somebody we close. They always there wrong here. They do thing for people. He no they into no gang and that kind of thing. The guy right wrong here, man gone. The lead daughter left without a father, The lead daughter left without a father, no fun so. He drop the lead daughter at school. How lead data must feel when they look for puffy come from, but then he no gone from. Because her father was shot. Why it's sad. And you know how much kids are out there without fathers because of the same gang war.
And you know that young man's mom was killed very much in the same way. She was right here somewhere on the canal side, and she was shot and killed as well, same way. Just somebody would just decide to take somebody's life like that. His mom, that young man's mom. I can't know why.
Watch I think it was Sunday night when some security guard was shot. They don't even know who did it. They don't even know for what. Why? Man. That security guard was somebody's father, somebody's brother, somebody's friend, That man probably do a job, earn a little money, if he take care of his responsibilities. Shot the man. Guy was 61, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's sad, but we I don't know.
For one next note, so information coming to me is that one of those security companies set up to watch ships is owned by a government minister. Government minister have a name from one of the company. And I think Jules said last night on the news that the security officers, they know they show up.
They not show up on the third day. I mean, the second day. Yeah.
They know they show up.
Yep. The policemen are still out there providing the
No,
the
you know what will happen? The security company they will get paid,
Oh yes.
The security company will get paid, You best believe that.
And then you say
a government minister.
You say we have crimes.
We are hindered now in terms of getting to the bottom of these companies because they decide, the PUP decide to change the law that you can no longer get information as to who own these companies anymore. But I am telling you that it is a government minister, safe or not, who owns one of these companies. You want tell me that something not wrong with that, brother?
Something have to be wrong. Something have to be wrong with that.
Has to be wrong. Then but they set up all kind of opportunities to make them steal from the Belizean people. And then that like if they provide the work, you don't mind, you know. If then they do the work, you don't mind. But then they get paid for do nothing. Being paid to do nothing.
You see, that's why I personally believe that once you provide one public service, people should be know who they provide the service. People should know who they provide the service.
Well, you know who the company?
Yeah, but
just that they change the law to make sure that you never know who it is, who the beneficiaries are.
Because man, they
change the law
right
specifically for that, and then they know exactly when they change the law.
Right now, you're using policemen at these aerodomes, they call them, domestic aerodomes, right? When crime rampant, these police officers could be out there working to try and solve the crime problem, but then the strips. Carla, good morning. You're live.
Yeah, good morning, Fus and you. Yeah, listen to me, guys. The present ministers there and the present cabinet members and the past, what we journalists need to do, that ask each one of them, do you have an offshore account? Then that's all we need to know, and then we could go from there. That's all I got to say this man.
Okay, boy.
I believe you need to hide the money. The ministers and flaunt their wealth right in front of you.
Yeah.
And the FIU no care. The authorities that ought to be looking into this no care. But they're not only ministers, the public, some public officers or CEOs and so who have amassed some massive amounts of wealth. Got house, got ranch, got all kind of thing. And nothing comes over this offshore account. They don't need no offshore account. They're right here and they do it. Right here. When they go pick up the bank of money from the contractors there and whatever, then they're straight into the bank account and nobody care. This is the where they say own cock we're supposed to deal with.
Yeah.
Still the wait for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have a government minister involved in our security company that out of order,
and especially providing services to a quasi-government operation, that's not correct. It's not correct. Definitely not correct, my brother. But that believes, you know.
That believes indeed. That believes indeed. Yeah. And when the minister we're not afraid to put the name for nothing.
We are afraid for nothing could happen. Nothing could happen to your papa. Nothing could happen to you. Why he said
this time the level of opportunism by government ministers in this country is beyond anything I have seen before. You know the reason why they can't have press conference because they may know they don't set up them two companies. As soon as the clamor was that we need greater security at the airships, they two just jump up. All right, we could do the company. No worry about nothing.
Come. Do it. And then
That's crazy.
And then you hear them make sure money they fi pay.
Oh.
Because then they tell you, well, okay, the rates, the fares will go up because it will be more expensive to maintain the operations. Man, how much the airport authority now make a lot of money? The airport
at every landing and every takeoff they make money.
Yeah, even at the international airport. Every time a plane land and take off, there's a fee.
And you see, I was talking to someone who knows about the business and was telling me, the person was telling me yesterday, the security measures and facilities, the scanners I have been saying before, and all these machines that you can use. Co-Cessna would have sponsored anything in the blink of an eye at no cost to the Belizean people. At no cost, you hear me? But better you get Mr. This and Mr. That, who have Mr. PUP, if you get the thing done, or for pretend to get the thing done, because up to now they not do nothing yet. Up to now they not do nothing yet.
How much are these airstrips they have over the country, Fonso? And I think about 10.
But maybe less, yeah.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be expensive. It shouldn't be too expensive for you to acquire the scanners and these equipment.
And at various places, it just needs different levels of security. Because there are some airships that are not very, very, very active. You concentrate on the ones that are not as active, even though where the incident originated was one of the least active ones.
Yeah.
So you just have to know where to do and be interested in what you are doing. But they're not gonna interested in the world, boy. Once the rocket, make we run it.
Make I get in there. Let me get in it. Because I got to win it. You got to get in it to win it. Boy, rough, serious, but... Aye. So let's see what will happen now with the SOE. So it's for 30 days. And it covers Belize City, the Cayo. You got some areas in the Cayo district too. Right?
Kamalute, Roaring Creek. What's interesting to me is that where some of the murders have occurred in the past, in the very recent past, in particular the River Valley area, no state of emergency was declared.
Carla, good morning, you're live.
Yes, good morning, John and Francois. Guys, I don't want to be saying too much because could you guys kindly touch the topic of the bus industry where meeting was selling and the government want to monopolize the industry now?
Tell us what you know, because you are better informed apparently. Tell us what you know.
Well, to be honest, I don't know if you understand me, Constanjo, but I don't want to be, saying too much and be heard on a whole. You understand? But we attended the meeting, and that's what they're trying to do now.
Well, when you're saying monopolize, what exactly do you mean? One
company, one big company like Novella Steel.
Oh, you're talking about the bus companies?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I will be honest with you. I'm not too familiar with the topic, and I can't speak to something I don't know. I'm not very familiar with what they're saying. I know that they have been having meetings. What takes place in those meetings, I don't know. I have not been privy. I have no information on that. So for people who may know a little bit more than I do, you're welcome to please call us and tell us. And I wish that the caller would tell us. He says he was at a meeting. What was said in the meeting? What was the discussion? What?
Well, Fonso, they had a meeting. This is what I saw
last week
on the news, right? I'm telling you.
Zabane, right?
The Zabane and the new CEO was introduced to, and the minister is saying, and I had where is it? Yeah, they Hassan Watson.
When was this meeting?
Last week. I can't remember what date it was, but it says the transport minister met with 31 bus operators to look at the way forward, and one of the to give the tattered and battered industry a new start, and one of the things he came up with is that to have one national bus company. And apparently, the bus owners would be shareholders in this company, right? And he said this is what he said on the news, and so there'll be a lot of work to be done, to get it going.
But we already have some model as to that. What is the BBOC?
The BBOC?
No, Carl.
That's a cooperative. Carla, good morning, you're live.
Unbelievable.
That would. Uh-huh.
We see the whole Malaysia. I thought that this show I could have been so
no, but look, you take about 25 minutes at your talking. We need to take break. You say we? You say we have to pay bills.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy. No man, but
thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah.
I said, what show called the favorite radio show, and they don't. They hang up for me.
We have bills to pay, man.
All
right, buddy. Yeah, man. Yeah.
So I was saying BBOC. BBOC is a child of this experiment that the novellas attempted to do. BBOC was one of those companies that emerged after the failure of the so-called attempt to amalgamate the bus industry into one monolith, into one big giant provider. And BBOC is doing, as far as I can see in terms of the buses on the road, well. Mm-hmm. They're serving the public and they're doing well. As a matter of fact, like I mentioned to you the other day, I jumped into one of those buses and it actually has air conditioning. So, why are they trying to reinvent the wheel? What needs to be done is that you need to weed out those who are unable to provide the service as it should be. Do the inspection of the buses. Ensure that they're meeting the standard that you want to be met. And if you cannot meet those standards, then you do not belong in the industry. Mm-hmm. Like when myself find something else to do. And there are bus owners, I know small bus owners, operators who take pride in what they do.
Yep.
Pride in what they do.
Yep.
So what you want to? You want show in the those people who could care less and those people who are doing well and mix them up and expect that you want to come up with a eureka moment or a eureka recipe for the problems that we have. The solution to the problem is supervision, enforcement. Carl,
good morning. You're alive.
Good morning.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Because that novella thing they terrible and all this one as a bunny thing now. Like when just pick up the sea and garbage. You know? One buy out, the other one no, the other one turn back and buy the other one out now. Look like. That the same thing they want to do again.
Then like we say, then bus company, especially the one that with the man say for their service thing, serious. And they got a damn whole bus where they broke down and no function. Look at you know most people lose their job and they get a lot of fire in the sector. They can't get their work in time. When you expect the bus to come, the bus sit down right in our corner on the highway, on the street side, before you left the city and park with your you know. They wait there for no reason at all. You just left the pedestrian and bus stop. And when you go down the street, you park with you right there. 10 minutes before you move up again, when you get on another area, you do the same thing again. Man, when them bus left from Belize, you can't get a lady bill, I tell you, you take at 1 hour till you get that lady bill. 1 hour from Paluote to the lady bill. 1 hour the bus takes.
Wow.
You understand? And you left on that bridge, 1 hour better. Then you kind of abstract the people, the punishment, then too. You got them bars and fire there, they rail up with them and they get complaint about it. But then they kind of work later and that kind of thing. The people and the worried and the fret. That bus company where they call Central. They're terrible, brother. All right.
Okay, buddy. No, I agree with your phone. So I think we really need to happen. I mean, you got one bus service down from PG James. To me, when I look on James bus service, I think that one excellent bus service. They also got air condition bus too, with Wi-Fi in there, all kind of thing. And where I think government needs to do as it relates to the bus companies, that we do the checks, and the government could kind of their contribution to the commuting public, that we have adequate terminal buildings. But I even heard in the news thing where I heard Minister Zabadi mention that they have a number of terminals and so on. Apparently they want to bring everything together. I don't know if it will work, but like you said, the BBOC.
There are companies in this country that are operating to optimum capacity and they're doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
What needs to be done is that you weed out those that cannot do the work, and there are those who really they're just in the industry because they feel like they could do it.
Yep.
And they can't. So get rid of them and you concentrate on those that actually can, and you give them more runs. You give those companies more runs. You want to talk about the one big bus company?
He said he mentioned he used the term public-private sector.
What happened with Floralia?
That's still you know about that park, right?
Floralia now have some small bus there now.
Yeah.
And then they broke down on the road.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you think you can make money off our business where you know nothing of. You don't know what you're doing. And I would not be surprised if they say, oh, well, the Floralia will be the primary provider. And then you start broke down.
And it going back to the whole thing, you know. You're going right back to the whole names there where we involved. We couldn't do it so much years for $30 million. You're going right back. The bus, sir, like I agree though, the bus company the commuting public could get good service, man. But what happened, you got too much people in the business. We can't afford for the the business. That like you want drink whiskey, but you only got bare money. And that's how the cars want a lot of the problem. I heard also the new CEO at that same meeting mentioned that, you can't have buses. You can't have buses where they sit down in the bus on the city road. They get on warning and then, you have to get out. This is the way this whole thing needs good it need for your
supervision.
Right, good
The bus
supervision.
industry needs supervision.
Mhm.
And you know the truth of the matter is that right now we don't have enough buses for people to be moving around.
Yes.
We don't have enough buses. They have on the Western Highway in particular between Belize and say Rockville. You come down on one of them bus, the early morning bus from Belmopan, and you see the amount of people who just step on the roadside.
Yeah, and
just to wait.
Right, and that is why you're going a lot of standees, because you don't have enough bus to satisfy the needs. So you need to say, well, here we are. If you know, listen to me, and you supposed to know what are the how the thing work. What are the rush days? What are this, that? And you supposed to got buses where you got on standby. I hear all the time when they tell you that okay, you can't get standees if you're going a bus where they run where you're scheduled at 11 and a bus full, the bus supposed to go and you send another bus, but that never happened. That never happens.
Never.
So you not got the proper supervision. If you do proper supervision, the government could maintain the terminals and everything, and you got the bus companies operate. You supervise and you do your regular checks. And if you don't know to meet it, then you put somebody else in there who can handle it. Simple, and it work. But it can't work if you, because look, let's take for example, look right at Ladyville, right at Ladyville. You had one bus company where they provide excellent service. The buses were much better than the buses you have right now. And what they do? Because of politics, you take out that one, you give a next one, where can't even provide good buses.
You drive with onion skin tire.
Yes.
The thing they with the transport department, you say they always come with these large, grandiose ideas, and they don't know where they do. They don't know the industry. They not take time to say what the industry is about and how to get it fixed. Start with the small little things. Start with enforcement. Start to ensure that the buses actually come on time. Start to ensure that those people who have service permits, road service permits, that they are actually doing or putting in the bus at the time when they have been given the road service permit.
Look how long they talk about selling tickets. I don't even know if they sell tickets. They sell now.
Yeah, but go to the bus terminal there, and they got people who are just they don't even know who you buy the ticket from. Really, people just say they sell ticket, and then you don't have to assess. So who is ticket? Who is the sell for? Man, when you go there, you just jump on the bus and you get a ticket on the bus. Yeah?
Right, but one lot of things with proper supervision and inspection, the commuting public will get the best service. Proper supervision and inspection. The buses need to be inspected. The whole operation needs to be properly supervised. Right? And you cooperate. Look, you remember way back when you had, for example, you're going to Chetomal. Way back. You got Bate bus, go that Chetomal, and then you had another lead bus off of King Street. I forget where that one means. That a Toyota bus, but. That are way back, right? But I'm saying to you, the whole operation there was properly supervised, and People don't got no problem. You the left 10 o'clock, the bus going 10 o'clock. But I guess they say, well, no, you got more commuters and the business get bigger. And that, no, but as the business grow, you grow with it. If you do the supervision, then here we have to supervise more. You go right at the terminal left on so, and then supposed to go on terminal supervisor and you watch a kind of how they operate there. You come right down here so 4, 5 o'clock, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Right down that you see 4 bus park side by side, right out the front of Pong Yard, right past Cemetery Road, front of the gas station. They know, man, listen to me, all the bus, they may go want thing, they want time, they wouldn't they tell you, no bus should have the park on the street. Man, they're sitting all over the place, they park.
No, only on the street.
Yeah, but one time the buses couldn't park on the street. But now, the buses, they park all over, so we have to do supervision, enforcement of the regulation. Done. Simple. But we're going back to try reinvent one wheel where we know
with no work.
We
have tried that experiment before, boss.
Yes.
We have tried that experiment before.
It cost with $30 million. Never did work. But you see, it not cost the government $30 million. It cost the Belizean public, the Belizean taxpayers $30 million. And it not work. So if you have service providers who can afford to provide a service, man, you make them work. And then the government's portion of the supervision, enforcement, and it could work. So now, for listening to the minister talk about it, like everything will come under one, and then you want to buy shares. So
we tried that before, man.
Carla, good man in your life.
Alfonso and Joe.
Yeah, man, where you going?
I got that experience with faith and bus.
Speak up a little bit louder for me. Not hear you good.
What happened? I got the experience with plane and bus.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was that the last time I want to send my parcel from the traffic air.
Mm-hmm.
Then give me one time when the plane left the airstrip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a passenger, so I send one parcel from the plane. So the ride now to get at the airstrip 10 minutes to the hour. And I hear one plane gone. When I get there, did you hear me?
Yes, man.
Go ahead.
When I get there, the man tell me, boy, the plane gone. But I tell her, how the plane going and another time the plane wait. The man tell me the plane gone because no passenger not there to go for the plane, so the plane gone before the hour, before the time. Same thing with the bus. When the bus get at the terminal and there is no more passenger for them to get when they going, the bus left before the time. But when you get there, the bus done gone. Then the thing have to change. The bus and the plane supposed to left at a certain time. Whether they have passengers or not, they left at a certain time. You agree, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
At a certain time, not because you don't got no passengers or nothing you want left before the time, but then they get to the plane and bus done gone. Throw me right off. That's my concern this morning, guy. Good morning.
Okay, buddy. Well, even that, I mean, if and we too, we as Belizeans, you can't expect going on a bus and the bus left. Well, the bus left 9 o'clock and you're going 2 minutes to 9 and jump up on the bus. So you go. We need to begin to prepare and go a little bit go earlier, and they need to figure out time and say, well, okay, the bus one left 9, you're fitted at the terminal by 8:45. That kind of thing. All of that. But all of that comes with supervision. All of that comes with supervision and enforcement and that kind of thing.
It's a minute to 9 o'clock. We need to take our last break. We'll do that and we'll be right back.
Get ready for fantastic discounts. From now through to September 30th, Venice is having store-wide discounts on tools, paints, appliances, plumbing and electrical products, lights and fans, household items, and much, much more. Visit a Venice store near you to enjoy fantastic discounts from now through to September 30th. Only at Venice. Quality and savings.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Evening, everybody. No 1, no 2, but 3 fan, TV, and all the lights. Hey!
Small changes, like turning off lights and appliances when leaving the room, can make a big difference in your energy usage. Talk to your family about energy management today. Do a little, conserve a lot. Need help? The BEL 24/7 app has tools to get you on the right track. Download today and let's talk energy management.
Every purchase at Design Depot gives you a chance to win one of 2 $2,500 shopping sprees. Design Depot, all in one place. Mile 3 on the Philip Golson Highway.
Need to send payments to Belize? No long lines, no delays, no stress. With OneLink Mobile, sending payments to Belize is as easy as a tap. Convenient and secure. OneLink Mobile keeps you connected wherever you are. Send payments to Belize with just one link. Convenient and secure payments anytime, anywhere. Download our mobile app from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. OneLink Mobile. Welcome to the future of payments.
Catus Construction, aggregates and trucking, sand and gravel, premium black soil, crushed stones, washed white sand, river stones, concrete mix, and much more. Catus Construction, aggregates and trucking has everything. Visit us at our new branch located at mile 5.5 George Price Highway, right across from Old Belize. You can pick up any material or get it delivered straight to your door. We deliver by the truckload, the cubic yard, and even by the sack. Call 611-6600. That's 611-6600. Catus Construction, aggregates and trucking.
Looking for great deals on electronics? Then stop in at VIP Wireless at number 14 Orange Street, Belize City. We have Fire Stick, Roku, and Comcast devices starting at only $79.99. We also carry smart television sets at unbeatable prices. Looking for name brand cell phones? We have them all at incredible prices. We also have power banks, wireless speakers, headphones, and much, much more. Visit us 14 Orange Street in Belize City or call 227-1431. VIP Wireless, connecting you to the world through technology.
Embrace your spaces with Beep Air Freshener aromas, crafted by inspiration drawn from around the Caribbean. The Beep Exotic Blends Air Freshener collection offers fresh, fruity, and floral fragrances, such as flowers of paradise, mango papaya, pina colada, pink lemonade zing, radiant sunshine, and white sand beaches. Treat yourself to the revitalizing aromas of the Beep Exotic Blends Air Freshener collection.
Beep for a happy, healthy home. It starts with Beep. It starts with Beep.
The bank, remember the loan? Oh man, it late.
No need. Heritage Bank have e-loans with special interest rates when you apply online. Residential mortgages, vehicle loans, and credit cards.
Yeah, but the bills, man, the bills, light, water, you know. Oh man.
Harry, you to be dramatic. You too old school, man. Come on now. With Heritage Bank, all of that could be done online. Any bill you could think about, you could pay online with Heritage Bank. That way you really want to go for though.
Oh, babe, the Chapman, they come today, and I need to go to the ATM to get some cash.
Why?
I show no cash no in that the computer.
Go online today for quick and easy access to our application at your fingertips. You now have the convenience of applying for your loan from your desk or home. It's simply bringing banking to you. Some restrictions apply. Heritage Bank, the bank that gives you more.
Welcome back to Wednesday's edition of Fus Ting Da Mawnin, live from Studio 2 Wave 105.9, your most trusted name in information, education, and entertainment. Alfonso Noble, Joe Bradley, we're sitting in Studio 2 operating from the foothills of the Bell China Bridge right there in Belize City. Wednesday, the 7th day of May, 2025. Yeah, my brother. Yep. But like I was saying earlier.
So is it maybe they want to give somebody $30 million again? I wouldn't doubt it, you know. I wouldn't doubt it, you know.
What, they want to restart that again?
I want to give somebody $30 million.
Yeah.
I not doubt it. When people think like that, they have reason to. That's not a PUP with it about, you know. This is a PUP with it about. I wouldn't doubt it for 1 second.
Well, 30 million. Because with 30 million and
we're not land.
Yeah. And we are still.
We're not land.
Sorry, the commuting public still is suffer the same.
And then somebody say, the minister, he is the last one to talk about the bus monopoly. His last name reminds us of the last nightmare we had in this country, the transport system. They seem to forget, or they simply cannot change. I think it's the latter.
You don't forget, you can't change. Yeah, because you had a Z-Line bus too, which was Zabadi. Now Velos had a bus service too. A service the west. So but the man say he's looking at the possibility to give the bus operations a new face, and it could be looking at a private public coming together.
Somebody said, good morning. You guys are talking about service and schedule. There is a water taxi service that is never on time. Sometimes they are leaving half an hour later than the schedule. They fail to consider kids have to get to school and people have to get to work and appointments. Shame on them. Something has to be done.
Water taxi? Which one are the water taxi there?
They don't say which one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there is at the water taxi.
Okay.
So yeah, the bus thing is common ordinary enforcement. Common ordinary enforcement and real enforcement that is necessary. And then there needs to be some level of supervision on the road to know the industry, to know what is happening. Like I said, if you travel the road early in the morning, say from 5 in the morning, coming into Belize City from the western corridor, you will know what I'm talking about. People are left stranded on the side of the road because there are simply not enough
space.
providers.
Yeah.
Or there are not enough buses on the road to bring all of the people into Belize City. That is just the plain truth. And it not only in the western but in northern corridor, I imagine, as well. So we need to be serious about what we want to do. We need to be serious about changing what needs to be changed. This business of trying to fix the grand,
You can't fix
the
some
grand
big thing.
fixing, the
Yeah.
grand changing of things, and make it do it differently, and this, that, and tara. Enforcement is needed. Enforcement is needed. That's the problem. That there is not enough enforcement. You have these companies that get away and do all manner of things, all kind of craziness.
Yes, because they ain't got ministerial support. You got ministerial support, so you could do a whole lot of
Stupidness.
man, I tell you, you drive on the road and you have to be careful when you see them bus there. You have to drive on the road when you see them bus there. Because, and like, nothing happens to them. Nothing happens to them, my brother. But yeah, but fun. So just again, I just want to big up the people in a silky boy, the guy Gar. But after 3 years and celebrate, I think they said they had like 300 people out there this weekend to enjoy their work. And he said something where really touched me. Say, oh, you got.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, brother Alfonso and brother Joe.
Hey, morning, buddy.
How are we doing this morning?
But not too good, but yeah.
Yeah, the rest of the country, no?
Yep.
One second, let me just lower something here very quickly, no?
We have a reflection as to what is happening in the rest of the country. Not too good, but yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. You know, earlier this morning, I saw the Minister of Public Service appeared on Love FM in Richard Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And he was doubling down on his position that there needs to be this comprehensive review to determine whether... You're hearing me, Joker?
Yes, man, loud.
Okay. He is doubling down on this position that there needs to be the completion of this comprehensive review in order to determine whether the government can afford to give the public officers and the teachers that 8.5% increase. But as we had said, how is it that they never needed to complete that comprehensive review before the cabinet secretary and the CEO gave themselves that hefty raise of how much percent? You said 18%.
18. Yeah.
That There's no logic in what he's saying, and he keeps repeating it. So I would hope that whenever they convene those meetings with the union leaders, that they ask them, the union leaders ask them point blank that very question: how is it that in order to give us or to even consider or raise for us, you have to have this comprehensive review completed? Well, I don't know how long this comprehensive review will happen. That must have happened from before independence, no?
I swear.
And when it comes to the CABSEC and the politically appointed CEOs, there is no need to complete that comprehensive review.
But Delroy, allow me to. If so, you would believe that a comprehensive study was done even before election, when they offered, when they promised the 20%.
That's right.
So what are you telling me? They promised 20%, but they just made fool people.
Absolutely.
So why now, almost 5 years after you promised the teachers 20%, you want to tell me now that, we have to go a comprehensive review of this whole thing? My son must wrong.
Absolutely wrong. But even if you want to give them a lead lie in regards to not having been able to do a proper assessment before they made the promise, before they were in government, you know, they could maybe argue, well, we never know the full situation because we never in a government. But they have been in government since 2020.
Okay.
So, you hear me?
Yes,
they have been in
clearly.
government since 2020. So you tell me they're in a year 5 now, and they still can't complete a comprehensive review to decide what they could give the public officers or the teachers. Then just no one do it for the public officers and the teachers. But they want to do it for themselves. And they do it for themselves. So no review. Not even a short review, let alone a comprehensive one. And so that is the situation we have there. There is one thing I want to enlighten you guys on this morning that you might not know about. Because we are in a time right now where unions, workers' unions and associations are more important than they have ever been. Because if you drop asleep with this government, you know I get taken care of at all. Now you know that we are currently in Nurses Week. What is it called? Nurses Week. And because it is Nurses Week, there is also an election that is taking place of the Nurses Association. You know, there's a Nurses Association in the country. It's not a huge association, and they're an association, not a union. But they have an executive, they have a central executive, a presidency, and so on. And so, for the culmination of Nurses Week this week, they will be holding elections for the presidency and the central executive, right? Now, they normally have their elections every 2 years on an odd year, pretty much like the UDP, right? But because of COVID-19, they were not able to have it back in 2021, so they had it in 2022. And so the current president has had to serve, they had agreed that she would serve for 3 years, and so they could catch up with that schedule, right? So now it's 2025 and they're having their elections again. Now, lo and behold, guess who resurfaces and wants to contest the presidency? Hope Abadi. You ever heard that name before?
This is the one from Belmopan?
Yes.
Where has he been, sir?
The last man.
He has now transformed and morphed into a registered nurse and wants to contest the leadership of the Nurses Association. Are you hearing me?
I hear you.
And boy, we not forget too much than unions and the association business. But why it would be remiss of us if we do not warn them about any possibility of electing an individual like that to be their president.
Remember the University of Belize. Remember the track record that he has there with foreign students.
Yep.
And the black eye that institution and the country for that matter got from the US after people were coming into this country to say quote unquote study, and they would never be found back again in this country. Same individuals, you know.
And so, and Alfonso, you cannot overstate the importance at this stage of the unions and associations, the workers' unions and associations. And so, by all accounts, everybody tells me, all the nurses that I have spoken to tell me that they have no difficulty with their president, their current president. She is a woman who originally is from the South. You know how I feel about people from the South. Maya woman, by the way, who is very capable and competent, and from all accounts has been doing a stellar job in terms of making sure that she fights for things for she and her central executive have been fighting for better conditions for the nurses and so on, right? They have even linked up with regional associations and so on to make sure that Belize have full membership in those groupings, right? Like, for example, in the Caribbean region, there is the Caribbean Nurses Organization, right, which is a regional body, and they are moving to make Belize a full member of that organization. In fact, we have already established ourselves in that organization. They are moving to make sure that Belize has full membership in that organization, and also in the International Council of Nurses. In fact, for the first time, they will be sending a delegate to that International Council of Nurses. And all of these things, and in June, they'll be sending 6 nurses to Finland for a program organized by the International Council of Nurses. So the current leadership of the Nurses Association has been moving in a progressive manner to upgrade their status and to look out for the needs of the nurses. Now, at a time like this, you will have a person who is politically exposed now, wanting to run against the leadership and to take over the leadership of that union. This is the last time you need somebody who is political. He's politically exposed, John Alfonso.
Yes, he's a PUP.
Right. So, boy, as I said, it is not for us to interfere in the business of these unions and associations, boy, but it would be remiss of us to not offer what we think is good and proper advice. What do you think?
I'm right there with you.
100% support.
Then they will come with their political hue and try to sway these associations in particular directions and instrumentalize them.
That's right.
For the People's United Party. No, man, that should not be.
Keep politics out of the association.
Absolutely. So we will keep following what is happening there, because here it seems that this guy is attempting a hostile takeover of a bona fide nurses association with competent leadership under their current president and central executive. And I don't know what his motivation is, but your guess is as good as mine. What do you think? What do you think his motivation is?
I don't know what I'm motivated by, but I will tell you, most of the time they're up to no good. Most of the time they're up to no good.
So as I said, we will continue to follow the situation. It is on Friday that they will have their conference, and that's when they're having it in Spanish Lookout. And then just as with the teachers, the paid members will vote, right? It's not as big an association as, say, the teachers union is. They have a little under 200 people who are actually paid members to vote, no? They're all nurses, right?
There's an old saying, right, Delroy? Caveat emptor.
Say it again?
Caveat emptor.
Oh, yes.
Buyer beware.
That's right. And so, let me just state again for the record that we stand in full solidarity with the nurses as well as the teachers and all the public officers of this country. And make sure that you continue to have proper representation by people who are your true peers, people who associate and empathize with the problems and the issues you go through. Don't allow these politically exposed people to come and take over in a hostile way your leadership of your union and association. Good morning.
Morning,
Okay, my buddy.
Buyer beware. A body or a Mari or whatever your name.
Wow.
Why
you been missing for sure? She was once up in Belmopan, right? I think I heard some with him sometime in the past.
Listen, my daughter is a registered nurse at the KHMH. Please say the man's name again, sir, so I can tell my daughter about him. Hope Amadi. Amadi or Abadi. Some strange name. Be careful. Oh, want to be president. Man, goes away and
he never want to run for him.
He run the Belmopan.
Yeah.
He run the Belmopan for PUP.
So, well, I could only believe that you want to get in at the Nurses Association so you could, you know.
Sway them.
Yep. Yeah, my buddy.
Hope Amadi.
Well, Amadi.
Be careful. The Nurses Association need to be careful who they elect as their president. Simple and straightforward as that.
Well, before we leave, we just want to remind Belizeans that there will be the ceremonial sitting at the National Assembly and the Senate this Friday in Belmopan. It starts at 9, and also that the teachers, the BNTU, the Belize National Teachers Union, will be staging a demonstration up in Belmopan also, and that starts at 7:30. Where we are? Carla, good morning, you're live.
Good morning. How are you, gentlemen?
No, but good morning.
Nurse. I just heard what you said there, and my advice to nurses is do not introduce politics into your profession.
All right.
Don't do that. Look within yourselves and decide who you want to be your president, people who serve. Not introduce politics. You mash up everything.
Okay.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
You too, nurse.
It's 9:29. Time for go. Excellent chicken and excellent veggie. Check out Martin in the Michael Finnegan Market booth number 15. You got chicken to all plate, packet, and pad size. Special effects for vehicle parts 610 2011, 610 2038. They deliver countrywide. Just send them a WhatsApp and they will handle your business. Cecil Jenkins for valuations. If you have valuations on your property, Cecil Jenkins is the man. His number is 631-9220. 631-9220. And then Owners Belize. If you want to buy land, if you want to sell land, if you want to find your land, get in touch with Owners Belize. They do all manner of work for real estate, you can also call Alan Kelly at 622-9090. Wild dog food. If you want your dog happy, give him wild dog food. The dog want happy and you want happier.
Bronx Butane at the corner of Mahogany and Mopan Street, where you can where you get your gas in your gas tank, where you take your money out of your pocket for pay for. And at Bronx, we are open 7 days a week. However, we don't do home deliveries on Sundays. And 223-0709, you call 223-0709, you place your order. They tell you when to come pick it up. You go to 184 Corner North Front Street and Majestic Alley, officially near Pink Sally, and you can pick up and enjoy delicious Chinese food. And then treat or taste buds, good food, good pizza, Moe's Pizza and Pasta at the Newtown Barracks. And they also serve a delicious, you can buy delicious meat pie. And then the Sahara Grill, 3.5 miles on the Philip Goldson Highway. Yala Sahara, you can call 203-301 for good Lebanese food. And Alfonso the Garden will be out tomorrow evening.
No, today.
Okay.
Sometime this evening.
Wednesday, you're right, it's Wednesday. And remember, if you have any message, you want to do any advertisement,
Mother's
you want to do anything, huh?
Mother's Day greetings.
Any greetings for Mother's Day, you can call 227-2576, 227-2576, and have it included in this week's edition of The Garden. Well, we want to say thanks to all those persons who called us, all those persons who joined in the conversation. Thanks for having us in your offices, in your cars, in your homes, in your bedrooms, wherever you listen to us, wherever you watch us. Alfonso Noble, Joe Bradley, the entire management and staff of Wave Radio, Wave Television, the Garden newspaper, the UDP Secretariat, we want to bid you a pleasant good morning. Keep it locked on the Wave 105.9, your most trusted name in information, education, and the entertainment. Sambo!
Wamagwarugu nidu hello. Wagia garinago. Hamagiono. Owale lulu wadamu ridago. Hi. Alright. Sarahoma nidu hello. Sarahoma garinago. Sarahoma nidu hello. Sarahoma Giono, Creole and Garifuna, fighting to adjust. We came from West Africa, they divided us. Now we come together, children of Belize, fighting to get over colonial disease. Africa gain yabi, Wamagwaru, Balisi gain yabi, Aleyet, Africa gain yabi, Balisi gain yabi, Africa gain yabi, Aleyet blue. Sarahoma nidu henno, Sarahoma garinago, Sarahoma nidu henno, Sarahoma giono, Creole and Garifuna, together we the one. You speak a different language, wish I could understand. Slave master of me language, took away me tongue. Feed me this broken garbage, this the how I song. Now what you do in your master plan? You say that I'm mixed with European, say that I'm Creole woman. Could be Garifuna, West African, Sarahoma Luheno, Sarahoma Garinago, Sarahoma Luheno, Sarahoma Giono, Wama Waro, Niduheno, Wagia Garinago, Hama Giono, already look what I'm reading. Let's get together, my cousins. It's time. Garinago, we all, let's get together. Wake up. Sarahoma Giono, Africa Genia, Balisi Genia. Africa gain here be, policy gain here be, then we got gain here be. Allegate the boot, Sarah man do henna, Sarah Magarinaga, Sarah man do henna, Sarah Magiana, Sarah man do henna, Sarah Magarinaga, Sarah man do henna, Sarah Magiana. Hi, they do henna. Alright. Sarah man do henna, Sarah